Hey, how you doing? Today is November 4th, 2020. It's been kind of an interesting day. Yesterday was unique also. A lot of people stayed up most of the night. But welcome to Chapter 3 of Comments from the Peanut Gallery, Heaven Castle Ship. So, Chapter 3, talking about this amazing giant motorhome in the sky that is not restricted to an orbit. It has directional ability, travel through space. It's the tabernacle of God. That's, let's see, that terminology is used in Revelation chapter 21, and it's like verse 2 or 3. And I, John, beheld the holy Jerusalem, heavenly Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. A lot of us are distant from the sea and terminology and the sea captain, you know, a captain and his crew. Well, you've got, let's see, Jesus, the captain of the ship, this ship that's prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, that has streets of gold. Well, again, that's not streets, because when you look in the Greek, it's the expansive decks, pure gold. You know, why is that important? This stuff, he'd give us all sorts of little details on how this thing is, how it's made, how big it is, how it's constructed. And I had said before that I think the surface, the floor space in this thing is equal to 3 times the surface area of the Earth. Now, this is where some of my opinion comes into it, because it seems like God, he likes certain numbers. He likes 3, he likes 7, he likes the number 12, and he does stuff. Just, he's rather particular. Anyhow, he made this earth, and it's quite unique, beautiful, fantastic. You know, it'd be nicer if no mosquitoes, no wood ticks, and no weeds. And you won't find that on the ship. But the ship itself, I believe, from his description of it, is very much like this. Fantastic creation, beautiful, amazing, that he has made. So this ship that has, and how much space? 3 times the surface area of the Earth? Okay, consider we have atmosphere, trees and stuff, and you go up a hill, mountains, tree line, and then the oxygen gets thick, and then thick. The oxygen gets thin, and trees don't grow. And if you're up 20,000 feet, that's a long ways up. You can't hardly breathe in that. 12,000 feet is kind of perplexing. So to have something like this, if you had one deck every 5 miles, so you had 4 miles high of atmosphere, of air, okay? One deck every 5 miles. That gives room for 300 decks at 1,500 miles or 1,500 miles, 5 miles for each deck, 4 miles of airspace, and 1 mile for the thickness of the floor, each deck. So, and he says, the expansive decks, pure gold. Why? And I thought about that for a long time, going, why? Why gold? Well, it isn't because it's expensive. He can make it out of whatever he wants. I think the walls are something like titanium, but the deck, gold. And then I started looking at, okay, this thing's moving through space. What do you do for gravity? Because there's water in there and in trees and stuff. So I searched for a while on gravity. And you know what scientists have concluded? They got no idea what makes gravity. except that they think density has something to do with it. Density, okay? The more dense an object is, okay? So gold, it isn't like in the movies where somebody can pick up a bar of gold and run away with it. It don't quite work that way. A whole bag full of gold and run away with it, because gold weighs 12 times, 12, 10, 12, 12 times, 10 times the weight of gravel. So if you have 1 cubic foot of gravel, which is approximately 125 pounds, 125, 128, 125 pounds per cubic foot, you have 1 cubic foot of gold. It's 1,250 pounds. 10 times. Oops, that's 5 and 5. 10 times the weight of gravel. So, for whatever reason he did the decks in pure gold, he's got a good reason for it, and it could be gravity.